Hey, hi, it's Meredith. I'm here with a reading for the weekend, Friday, October 30th, Saturday the 31st, Sunday the 1st of November. So this is meant to take a snapshot of what is potentially unfolding in the energy atmosphere for us through the weekend. Let's keep in mind that we have a full moon in Taurus. It's a blue moon on Saturday the 31st. And that means that quite a significant buildup of energy is about to be released on the full moon. That's what full moons do. Now, we've had an interesting energy atmosphere, which I know is a grand frigging understatement. Yeah. We've had a retrograde going on in Mercury, and I marvel at these because almost every single time, for me personally, the retrograde, the Mercury retrograde in particular, starts out like, oh hey, this isn't so bad. What's everybody talking about? And then you know what hits the fan eventually. And I know I'm not alone in that. I know that many of you have been feeling a similar way. My friends are talking about it. Every single one of them has contacted me, conversed with me, and shared with me just what's rising up out of the depths of their being. And let's just add another layer of uniqueness to it all, in that we're in Scorpio. It's Scorpio season again, so we're going deep. The cards are certainly confirming that for us. And we're going deep within our own stuff. We're not doing anything external here. Some of us might like to be grasping externally for something. It feels better than what we're uncovering in the subconscious. And while I mention that, I want to remind you all to go to your November readings. There's some deep energy rising up out of the November monthly readings. I'll link them for you at the end of this video. And then Thursday's video was all about the full moon energy, or at least what my tarot cards and oracle cards had to say about it. So I'll link them both for you here. I highly recommend watching them. And when you get to your Novembers, watch your sun, moon rising at the very least, and then maybe throw in your Venus as well, if you're guided. All right, today, or for the weekend, we are using the Naked Heart Tarot. This deck has been on my wish list for well over a year, so I blessed myself with it. Let's get to the cards from the bottom of the deck. We had quite a shuffle. I had a lot of cards falling out of this deck, so hang in, folks. We're in for an interesting ride. I have seen some of these cards. Typically, I don't. I really do like to shuffle in a pure way. They fall out most of the time face down. So I am just as surprised as you are when I turn these cards over. Though today's shuffle, new deck, significant card stock, a lot of them landed right side up. So I have a sneak peek about what's going on here. And our cards from the bottom of the deck, these are the overall theme. This is what is driving the momentum within the energy atmosphere. And our first card is the Sun. Sweet. I'm glad it's there. You know, it's the happiest card in tarot. We see so much of it recently in the readings. And I want to repeat that we're seeing a lot of the Ten of Cups, the Sun, a lot of cup cards, the Ace of Cups itself, and I find these cards to be extremely encouraging and supportive to us while we do go into very deep places within our own subconscious to do the mining of energies that are obstacles or create limitations for us as we move forward in, you know, upon our foundation. And you know, for quite a long period of experience here on the channel, there's been so much turning up in the cards about our foundation, what's on it, how we're standing on it, how we speak over our lives, how we feel about ourselves, our self-relationship, self-care, love, nurturing, compassion, kindness. Those messages have been at the core of our readings for months. And here we are in Scorpio season, in a retrograde, on a full moon, blue moon weekend. You have to know that some sort of release valve is going to go off. And, you know, in channeling with my guides and my angels, they brought through a message yesterday. Right now it's Friday, the 30th of October. So yesterday, Thursday, the 29th, my guides were coming in with a message. And it's not that it's so much a fresh, brand new message. You know, we're out there every day doing what we do, working the light that we are, the love that we are. We're shining that into the world. We're being a support to our soul tribe within our sphere of influence and everywhere, in our families, in our family of friends. It's what we do. So yeah, we're light workers. That's no different. However, the message from the guides was to, you know, be in preparation for other people really letting that release valve go. So there could be some emotional upheaval, some people expressing really deep things in a passionate way. There may even be some anger. There may be some, you know, really rich, fearful thoughts coming up out of the subconscious, and we are being invited not only to do that for ourselves, but to be a witness for others as it unfolds for them. So it's lovely to have the sun here because it's the happiest card in tarot. It means that the atmosphere is charged with love and bliss and joy, happiness, the blessing of the Ace of Cups on overflow through the sun. That's what I feel on that card. So it's the perfect environment to be supportive to any of the rich fertilizer coming up out of the subconscious that really is of no service to us any longer. And I know that's another thing we say here a lot on the channel, that if it's not of service to you, it's time to come off the foundation. And again, it sounds easy on the ears when you hear it. You're like, yeah, of course, let's get rid of all the baggage, right? The experience of that, though, is quite different, and it continues to surprise and delight me as I go along my own journey. I get genuinely surprised by the stuff I turn over within myself, and that will forever be a beautiful work of art in progress. You know, that's a beautiful aspect of our lives. So embrace it, folks. Coming with the sun, we have the Wheel of Fortune. You know what? Yeah, definitely embrace it. All parts are welcome, right? Do we have to hide our shadow? Do we really? Or who are we protecting by doing that, right? If you want the raw love, pure bliss of life, there's some stuff that comes with it that doesn't look like or even feel like love or bliss, but it's authentic and it's real. And you know, we've been taught out of belief system and programming that that's not something that you put out there in the world. But, you know, the people that I am most attracted to, you know, within my family of friends, the people that I'm most attracted to are the ones who are courageous enough to be authentic and real. And again, it's not always pretty. But I appreciate that about them. They're not hiding anything. You're seeing the real deal when you're looking at these people, or I am anyway. So I feel that part of the depth that's rising up for us in this Scorpio season, in this retrograde, in this new full moon, blue moon, is our authenticity. And I say embrace the heck out of it. I don't care what it looks like. Just love yourself and allow the people you love the most to see the whole you. Wheel of Fortune is next. That was the Wheel of Fortune, right? Yeah. Great momentum, you know, with the sun behind the Wheel of Fortune. You know, I call this card the Divine Delivery System. And this is the universe, multiverse, dropping on your foundation, which you have skillfully prepared and swept clean over these many, many months. You know, the divine delivery system is bringing the sun to your foundation, and sometimes that takes going way deep within the self to make way for just this kind of light, love, happiness. So again, embrace that, be grateful. And here we are now with the Sky Father. In this deck, that's the Emperor. I love that. Look at that. 3 major arcana cards off the bottom of the deck, representing the energy atmosphere. What is going on over here? Representing the energy atmosphere for this whole weekend. And now we have the Emperor, the most wise and experienced character in tarot. He is the father of the tarot. This is divine masculine energy, and I do feel that it is going to take some divine masculine energy for us to see our way through by taking really great action with ourselves to see our way through whatever's rising. And then I want to just remind you again, all parts are welcome. No part of you needs to be hidden at all. Yeah, my guides are saying there's no shame in being who you truly, truly are. The Emperor knows this. So embrace yourself like an emperor. Take all of your collective life experience and wisdom and leverage it on whatever rises for you at this time, through this weekend, through this retrograde, Scorpio season, blue moon, full moon. You know, just bring your all to it. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Our first is Spirit of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles in this deck. Beautiful, right? Now you can see why these cards have been on my wish list for so long. Oh, Spirit of Pentacles, King. I love this. You know, he's patient, he is resilient, and he is reliable. And I feel that this is a representation of, you know, look at this beautiful bison. That is tremendous strength, spiritual drive, lots of momentum here. Can you imagine keeping that kind of energy at bay? And this is exactly what's rising up in this interesting astrological atmosphere. So this is about to release. Can you imagine this bison here on full charge? I feel that that's what the moon is bringing us. So that's the release valve right there. Now, of the kings in tarot, he is, as I said, resilient and patient and reliable. He gets the reputation for being the most boring of all the kings. He's not, though. This is one rich, fulfilling, satisfied individual, wise and divinely calculating. This king celebrates what's right there, right now, present, and then takes the overflow of that and pours it into the oncoming. So we're doing this for ourselves. We are what is blossoming. We are the oncoming. And this moon is about to set some energy loose, unleashed. Perfect. So again, we have the Sun and the Emperor, which will be great stabilizers. And we have amazing momentum in the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel great momentum with this King. Now, in the suit of Pentacles, there's this perception of stillness or slow-moving energy, but imagine the whole suit of Pentacles garnering its gains and then charging down the field, we'll say. Charging down the field of possibilities. That's what's unleashed. That kind of spiritual, divine, loving power. Coming with this is, oops, this is the next card. Judgment. Don't judge yourselves. Okay, Judgment. It's an opportunity. And it's another fantastic major arcana card. And this is opportunity revisiting. And it's very poignant here. Beautifully placed, because I feel the Judgment card is quite representative of what is rising up out of the subconscious for us. There's some energy that got buried in there that we were told to hide, you know. Don't be this way, don't be that way, don't do this, don't say that. And then, you know, we tamp ourselves down, we hold ourselves back. But again, we're on this great energy of release with the full moon, blue moon. And, you know, let's also, once in a blue moon, let's revisit that little colloquialism, right? This is such a great opportunity for you to set yourself free. And I love that the Judgment card is represented by a butterfly in this deck, because that's transformation. Now, earlier this week, we did a reading with the Wilde Unknown Tarot, and we had the Eight of Swords, which was also a butterfly. And there's transformation and metamorphosis going on in there. And I want to talk about the subconscious energy in a nurturing way too. It's not just that we, out of belief system programming, held things back. We also wisely kept things within the subconscious. The wisdom of our inner emperor knew the right action to take was to nurture this until just the right moment. And this is just the right moment. And this is what's rising up out of us to be set free. And it just is happening with tremendous divine loving power. And by power, I'm talking about our soulful life force energy. Not power as in control. And then these individual cards are meant to be clarifiers to the other two cards. And clarifying the King of Pentacles and Judgment is death. I love that this card just shows up so consistently for us in the readings. And look, we have more butterflies here. And, you know, cycles of energy. We've got the whole moon phase up there on the card as well. So there's your confirmation of transformation and freedom and liberation. You know, we're coming up out of our own cocoon while we were in a metamorphosis within our subconsciousness. So this is the beauty that's rising up out of our own shadow. And Scorpio season is perfect for taking a look at the shadow. I'm excited for us. This is really quite delightful. All right, next. Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. We've run the suit. Again, we have the king and the ace. So once we reach the king, we start over at ace in a suit. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. I love that we have this beautiful deer, this stag here. Such innocence in the eyes and on the face of this deer. And the pentacles there within the rack. I love that. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of great opportunity and great love. So it is our great love of self that is opening a brand new door, a new way. And that what's coming through that door? The Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. The Emperor has me feeling as though we finally take command. And by command, I'm not speaking to some kind of controlling power here. I'm speaking to our resolute sovereignty to self and allowing that its flow. We're not holding that back in the subconscious any longer. We are allowing that free reign. That's beautiful. And then we have, another ace. The Ace of Swords. Black Swan here. Gorgeous cards. So, divine and cosmic gift of great love and opportunity here in the Ace of Pentacles. See, these are the doors that blow wide open for us. These are the new beginnings and fresh starts that come of all this inner journey work. And so, so good for us. So, divine and cosmic gift of great love, great opportunity, and then another divine and cosmic gift of brilliant clarity and everlasting strength. It's the everlasting strength that's here within the King of Pentacles. Oh, and that is finally allowed to flow freely in the beautiful energy of the Emperor under the momentum of the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. This is one of those lineup of cards that shows you how your life has changed just right now through this weekend. Yeah, take a moment with that. It's powerful. Oh my goodness. 3 aces in one set of cards. Ace of Wands, divine and cosmic gift of your creative fire and passion, heightened and amplified. And look at that beautiful tiger. Another exceptionally powerful representation of the energy between the bison and the tiger here. Holy wow, right? Oh my gosh. I really hope we see the Ace of Cups in this. That's just, I don't know that we've ever done that here on the channel. Pulled 3 aces in one set of cards. We've certainly seen 3 aces spread out through a reading, but in one actual set, 3 aces right there. So this is it. This is what happens. You know, the sun is shining on the Wheel of Fortune. It's moving that energy, and it's running through our emperor-like qualities. Wisdom, experience, knowledge, stability, reliability, sovereignty of self, a resolute character. And now we have all this new beginning, fresh start with the aces. Passion, creative fire, courage, vulnerability, great love, great opportunity, everlasting strength, strategic wisdom. Wow. Now, also keep in mind you have the Sun and the Ace of Swords. Talk about brilliant clarity. The sun is shining on all of this right here. Let's see what's next. Two of Swords. Yeah. What a perfect card here. Such a perfect card. This is typically in tarot, you'll see the swords crossed over the heart space. And here we have swords crossed with an anchor. I love this because we're cutting that anchor free today, or through this weekend, through this moon energy, this retrograde. We've been at this for a while. And those swords will uncross themselves. And we have a new moon symbol here up in the corners. So, you know, this energy may run from the full moon to the new moon. The next new moon is on the 15th of November, also in the sign of Scorpio. The moon will be in Scorpio when that happens. So this feels like the next 2 weeks worth of charge within the energy atmosphere. So you liberating the anchor within the subconscious and allowing everything we just talked about to unleash and flow freely. All parts welcome. I like it. I really do like it because the Two of Swords is a card of how we proceed no further. We pause. We stop. This is an equivalent to the Hanged Man, a pause in the action, just in the minor suits of tarot. So we wisely pause, and an emperor would, and so would the King of Pentacles. They would both pause and get a lay of the land and consider how to proceed. And they have all this beautiful ace energy at their beck and call. You know, this is it's on offer to every single one of us. And with all that energy in momentum, in motion, and flowing, it could run away with itself, right? But we have tons of stability because we've been working on the foundation for such a period of life experience that we know to pause here. And that's what the Two of Swords is offering us. And then we have the Spirit of Cups. That's the King. So another King shows in the reading with the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is showing here. We've got all 4 of them now on the table. Though the Ace of Cups is with the King in that message, when you see the King of Cups, there's a great healing of the heart. So beautiful combination here, because these 2 swords in the Two of Swords are typically crossed over the heart, and here we have an anchor hanging there. I love now that the King of Cups is represented by a whale. Again, can you imagine all that graceful, beautiful energy flowing through you on overflow in the Ace of Cups? This is what we are setting free. This is what we are allowing. That's our Wheel of Fortune and the sun shining on it. Oh, beautiful. And then we have, to clarify these, the Magician. What you visualize, you realize. The Magician is all about making what's in your heart a reality. This is another card of following your heart, and we're having a healing of the heart, a liberation, a setting free of. So the Magician showing here within the reading also speaks to the preparation of our foundation for receiving what the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune are divinely delivering to us. Wow, really beautiful. Next set of cards, the Lovers. Oh, look at this. Look how their beaks come together and make a heart. That's really sweet. I like that. The Lover's card is all about choice and decision for us. And I feel it is a great confirmation card of how we have been following our heart, because following our heart has brought us all of this beautiful energy to enjoy within the atmosphere. Excellent. This is so representative too of, you know, self-sovereignty, self-relationship, that resolute aspect of our character rising up. This is us in the fullness of the love and the light that we are. And this is what we have to offer, our sphere of influence and more, and beyond that. This is how we show up. Sweet. Sweet. And then, ooh, Justice. Excellent. Look at the major arcana in this reading. It's just really gorgeous. And I love that Justice is here. We have another showing of the Ace of Swords. Brilliant clarity, everlasting strength. But this is a card of harmony. This is balancing the scales. And that's what's happening here. This transformative metamorphosis type of energy is a balancing of our inner scales. Whatever has been held in heart space. We've seen a lot of the Empress in months past, weeks past, you know, and her message has been about nurturing, gestating. We're giving birth to this kind of harmony in our world by following our heart, by courageously following our heart and choosing not to hide in shadow any aspect of ourselves, by setting our authenticity free. It's creating a very luxurious and rich life experience for us. Next we have Heart of Swords. That's the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. What a gorgeous card. Look at that Black Panther. That card is just so special. I know that this queen has a reputation for being cold, unfeeling. She is not. She speaks to that resolute self-sovereignty that I feel throughout this reading. You know, this is making very strategic decisions for ourselves, and we're doing this in a harmonized, balanced way, and we're doing it in the spirit of the Lover's card. We are choosing our hearts. And the Queen of Swords for me is all heart. You know, she's considered the bitter divorced woman in tarot, and I have never been able to reconcile that as a reader. I cannot look at that card and see that. And as a matter of fact, her card usually has a butterfly at the point of her sword. And this indicates that she sees the full picture. She sees what's difficult and challenging, and she sees what's tender and sweet and compassionate. And she considers it all. She weighs it on the scales of justice before she makes a decision. And I feel that that's what we have been doing as well. We've taken the mastery of this queen and applied it to our life experience. So we have this Black Panther with these feathers, and in the tips of the feathers, you can see butterflies. So we are choosing wisely. This queen is a brilliant strategist. We have that. We are engaging that, our own brilliantly clear, everlasting, strong, brilliant strategy. And we are running it all through our heart, which has created this gorgeous alignment of cards. This weekend, the energy atmosphere really is a celebration of you, your journey, all the limitations you've liberated yourself from, all the obstacles you have overcome, so that you can stand here in the fullness of the love and the light that you are, and shine to be a beacon within your own life, to share all of that gorgeous beauty with everyone in your world. And then our clarifier. Wow. There's an extra card in this deck, and this is it. It's called the Naked Heart. I'm so touched that this is the final card in this shuffle of cards for the weekend, because there we stand with our naked heart, unapologetic, unashamed, free, authentic, sovereign, resolute, blessed, a beacon of love and light. That's what we've been making real with the Magician. Very nice. Wow. Namaste, people. Truly. All right. I'm going to do angel answers. I'm going to do one for each set here. So if you've got a question about anything you see on the tarot table right now, run it through angel answers. Allow these cards to confirm for us or be a fresh message. Let go for the first set of cards. Perfect, right? With the Death card, Judgment, and the King of Pentacles and their beautiful message, we are letting go. We're setting free. Wow. And then our next card with the 3 aces. Take action. Hard not to with all that ace energy on the table in the atmosphere for us. You won't even have to think about it. You won't even have to, debate or decide with your own self. You will know quite naturally, authentically, how things are going to flow. Because, look at this. Big happy changes. All of our favorites are coming out of this deck. The healing of the heart and the Ace of Cups. The dropping of these 2 swords. The setting free of that anchor. And the Magician here with big happy changes. Because we consistently chose happiness. That's what made these big changes. That's what's being released on this beautiful full moon. One more. For our naked heart, our courageously strong naked hearts. Remain positive. It would be a challenge not to in this kind of energy atmosphere, right? One more affirmation from the universe has your back. You know this deck, you know it. If you've been watching on this channel for a while, you know that this deck has the gorgeous habit of confirming the entire reading in one card. When I lean toward love, I am led. Yeah, that's our naked heart right there. Our beacon of love. And that's what leads us, guides us. That's where we are flowing. And that's what we have to offer. This is the pure, raw, authentic, uninhibited you. And blessings to you. Thank you so much for watching. I love all your comments. Keep them coming. And have a beautiful weekend. Let's hear about what unfolded for you in this amazing energy atmosphere. Peace, love, happiness, namaste. See ya.